All right, what up, people? It's your boy Chig from Guna Eagle Eye, coming to you again with a brand new video. This time it is to talk about Eagle Eye, the transfer rumor show where I talk to you about all things surrounding the Arsenal. Let's just get into this thing because obviously, once I heard about the story, I thought I had to go live with it. And that is Arsenal are supposedly making moves for Dayot Upamecano, who is the 20-year-old French under-21 international. Yes. To all those people saying it, yes, I have been ghost, as you put it. I did say to you guys, it was going to be a quiet weekend because I was going away for a couple of days and there wouldn't be any live show. I did say that to you guys. So yes, I'm back. Normal service has resumed. Anyway, let's get back to this Upamecano story. So Upamecano, the RB Leipzig centre back. I think a lot of us are anxious, given that yes, the Pepe deal is fantastic, but there's still a glaring hole in our defence, and that's even if Mustafi and Koscielny stay. There is still that glaring hole in our defense, and it needs to be addressed. And a lot of people hoped, beyond hope, that it would be Umtiti. Umtiti looks committed to staying at Barcelona for the time being. So much so, he even went on pre-season with them. And options are running out. Let's be real here. We just saw United complete an £80 million deal for Harry Maguire, which I think is nuts, but whatever. So we move forward, and this Upamecano guy, let me tell you something. I'm going to call this nice and early. It's probably already been said. I don't give a damn. It ain't been said by me. He is the younger version of Koulibaly. He is 100% the younger version of Koulibaly. I think he's every bit as good. And another defender who just likes defending. Strong, quick, physical presence. He is only 6'1". I'm 6'1" myself, but he's like a big 6'1", if that makes sense. Like he's a sort of 6'1" that you would know about it if you tried to tussle with him, you know? Real big specimen, got great pace on him. Decent reader of the game as well. Can, on the odd occasion, lose his concentration, but I'm going to attribute that more to his age than anything else. He's still very young, 20 years old. So if we were to get someone like him in, between him and Saliba, that's our central defense for a good few seasons. But yeah, this is more like it. This is more like it. I think our chances of getting him are slim to none. It must be said. I must be honest. By the way, guys, there's 45 people, 47 people. I know people are flooding in. I only see one thumbs up here. What's going on? Drive them thumbs up through the roof, people. Come on, mods. You should be setting that example. Drive them likes through the roof. But yeah, Upamecano, for me, I mean, this is a must. Absolute must do, must achieve, must drag him through over that line. We absolutely must get a defender in. And if we can get a defender of this quality, I almost wouldn't mind missing out on Tierney, to be honest. Just because I feel like we've suffered with the centre-backs. That's been more of a problem for a longer period of time than... And you know what I would really like? Because if Holden can step up and step back into a place where he was performing really well, and we could potentially next season have 3 brilliant centre-backs, how beautiful for once would that be able to say? That actually we're starting to develop a really good base for this team. That now, to be honest, at that point, especially next summer, there's only one thing I would be looking for, and that's a decent DM. But for now, I like the sound of this. I like the sound. Do I think we'll get him? No, I don't. Supposedly, and I'm hearing a lot of conflicting stories, We've already had a £55 million bid rejected. I would be very shocked, very, very shocked, excuse me, if Arsenal just went in for a £55 million bid. My gut feeling on this one, and this is what a lot of other stories are going with, is that Arsenal actually made an inquiry for Upamecano. RB Leipzig have obviously said that he is integral to them, like Nagelsmann especially. I'm very conscious of saying his name. But yes, Nagelsmann has already said that, he believes that he's integral to the team and can't envisage losing him. RB Leipzig have basically said, well, if you want him, you're going to have to be looking to pay somewhere in the region of 70 million for him. Unfortunately, that is the market for decent centre-backs. This is someone, he is one of two players that I would say he's one of four defenders that I would say every Arsenal fan would want. The other being, ironically, Canute, Rugani, and I'll come back to Rugani in a second, and Umtiti. And we ain't going to get Umtiti. I don't think we're going to get Upamecano. I think he's the hardest one out of the four to get. But the mere fact that we are looking at someone of this caliber, I mean, unless they're just gassing us up, I do like the fact that we're making a move for someone like this. This is exactly who we should be making a move for. We need a defender, but we also need to be decisive. We've got 3 days now. Basically, today's done. What, 3 days now? 3 days. So we can't afford to be fucking around. Mind you, we don't even have the whole of Thursday. We have the whole of Tuesday, the rest of tonight, the whole of Tuesday, the whole of Wednesday, and it closes at 5 p.m. on Thursday. So it's not even like we have a whole 3 days. We need to be decisive and we need to move quickly. So on the defense, we are also still looking at Rugani. There is a belief that Juventus would be prepared to sell as opposed to loan. I did say this on Saturday's show where I talked about the fact that Juventus were against a loan. They were against letting him go. But if they were going to let him go, they'd be looking at some dough for him. And they want in the region of £50 million for Daniel Rugani. Now, I like Rugani. Do I think he's worth 50 million? I don't know about that. But I do think we need to address the issue. And I think it's at that point, we're so late in the transfer window now, we need to just stop looking at what players are worth. It's about the importance of the issue. And if that issue is important to you, you address it. Forget any bullshit. You just go ahead and you address it. So Rugani may not be worth, like Mr. Guna says in the chat, may be worth closer to 20 than 50. But would you be happier with him in the squad than not in the squad? I know I'd be happier with him in. And so for that reason, and for that value, that's the value that I'd be paying for. The 50 million, the 70 million, or whatever it is you want to pay for the appropriate defender. Because we've left it too late. We've left it too late. Thank you, Evan, for the compliment on the trim. And thank you, Rabadam. I see your contribution. Much love. If this happens, I'm Godsmack. AFC mean business. We need to get back in the Champions League, Rabadam. Or it's almost got to the point now where it's at all costs. We need to get back into the Champions League. At all costs. We can't afford to be fucking around. We can't afford to be in this position next year. Because actually what I see happening, and this wouldn't be impossible, guys, that if we are in this position next year, Stan might just say, well, rotted, forget this. I tried. Let's just dismantle this whole team and start paying people appropriately. Because as they keep saying, we've got a Champions League wage budget when we're playing in the Europa League. So, to me, I don't know. It is what it is. Looking sharp, lad. Thank you, 10 Rules. I appreciate it, brother. And also, by the way, I ain't gonna lie, all of this shouldn't distract you from the fact that Carl Jenkinson is about to survive another transfer window, because I ain't heard anything about him leaving. Anything. That man deserves a statue for just the way he's dodged the axe time and time and time again. I think he'll dodge it again, because I think we almost need a right back. He's not a great quality, but the one thing I'll give Carl Jenkinson is that he cares about the club enough to give 100%. He's not good, but at least he's a right back. You know, I felt for Ainsley Maitland-Niles against Barca. I know a lot of you guys are probably wondering what my thoughts were on the Barca game. Actually, I thought we were unlucky. I thought we played pretty well. I do think it showed in the end that we were a team who were a lot more fitter than Barcelona, and yet their quality still came through and beat us. So it just shows you how far behind we are, the Barcelona team. Because bear in mind, Barcelona, I think they start 2 weeks after us, league-wise, a week after us. I know they're behind us in the preseason build-up. So, and they still beat us. So that was a little depressing. But I thought we played pretty well. I thought Joe Willock is asking some serious questions of Granit Xhaka, because he's had a better preseason than Granit Xhaka. Don't at me. This is what is happening. So it's gonna be real interesting to see. Not only should Joe get in the squad, probably should start. By all rights, he should probably start. You know, who's gonna play right back? I think Ainsley Maitland-Niles is getting destroyed out there. But what can we do? Hector is nowhere near ready. So unless you decide to play Carl Jenkinson there, and that means keeping Jenkinson, which I'm not necessarily for. But I've got to admit, at this point in the game, I'm not necessarily against either, because we don't have any options. Somehow we are going into the season again without a backup right back. Makes no form of... Only Arsenal could be in this sort of stupid situation. You got this Kieran Tierney deal. I know again, you guys have been waiting for my response on, because people have added me a couple of times. Well, Chick, what do you think of this injury? What would you do? You know what I do? I still buy him. I would still buy him. I told all of you guys at the very start of the transfer window, this guy is injured. So this shouldn't be a surprise. I told you guys at the very start. Go and look at my Chigno's Best video series. The only reason that Tierney's not one of those 5 was because I knew he had a double hernia op, and I knew that he was missing the start of the season. I knew that already, though. So for me, the stories that broke over the weekend didn't really change my view on it. Make it happen, because I think if you could get him up to speed, I mean, let's be real here. Monreal is 33, he's damn near walking injured anyway. And then you got Kolasinac, who knows if that guy will ever mature into a decent left back. You may as well. We've still got left backs there. Why not just take the risk and say, all right, Tierney's my long-term project here. He's the guy that long-term I want to be my number 1. And if this is the set of circumstances I have to buy him in, so be it. At this point in the game, this is where you don't get fussy, you don't start spitting bullshit, you just make moves. And if this is the move that we have to make, so be it. Make that move. Sign him injured. Sign him in. It's not like we've not got form signing players injured. We sign a hell of a lot worse players injured. Might as well sign a good left back, who we know will be a good left back. We just got to give him the time to rehab. You put your doctors on him and then see what we can do. Even if you have to fly him to specialists, so be it. It's not like you motherfuckers have sold anyone, so you're not losing anything by going to get him. So go and get him. I have no qualms whatsoever about that happening. I am about that life. This is about making moves And unfortunately, the transfer window is a bit of a gamble. And we know we needed a left back for some time. And for whatever reason, Arsenal don't seem to have had a plan B for left backs. So if you don't have a plan B for the left back, you go and buy the injured player. Fuck it. It's 8 weeks. Ain't a disaster. It is what it is. All right, let me pop into the chat room before I talk about my final story. Chig is getting fingered in the thumbnail. Hilarious. Chig, is Emre known for defensive capability? Not all games is about pressing. And I tell you what, there you have it. Because a lot of people have asked me this subject of defense and how do we improve that defense? Chig, you know defenses. How do you improve the defense? For me, you can put 4 good defenders in there, but ultimately, if the system is terrible and the tactics are terrible, then you're always going to be shit. Now, I'll be honest, I don't think Jesus Christ could help Mustafi, but I've said that for 3 years. It's only now that people are starting to realize how terrible the player is. I still don't think that everyone should be insulting the man's and threatening his life and, jumping on his mentions and shit. I've never understood that mentality. You guys know this. I'm critical of you guys when you start running up on Arsenal's mentions. Like, they give a rat's ass what you're saying in their mentions. I mean, really, come on. So I've never subscribed to that kind of thought process anyway. But to me, I just think with Emre, he's got to, like you say, he's got to be able to understand the games where he can press, the games where he can't, the games where he might just have to sit off and almost do a Man City from 4 years ago now, where it's still one of my favorite Arsenal performances ever, where we just sat off them. They had 70% of the possession. And you know what? We never looked like losing that game. We never looked like losing that game. But it relied on, and what I will say though, to be fair to Emre, is it's not just about the tactics, but also the players in front of that defense has to be good. It has to be good. And that's where Emre may need to start earning his paycheck, because if it means dropping a Granit Xhaka, for example, then you drop him. Quite honestly, if Torreira's form drops, then you drop him. You do whatever it takes in order to maintain as many clean sheets as you possibly can maintain. I know we're a long way off clean sheets, don't get it twisted, but you have to build from somewhere. Upamecano is like the opposite of Mustafi, always in position, very tidy, very good defending. Yeah, Brandon, I agree. Can occasionally switch off, not in a Mustafi sort of way, but he can, concentration-wise, there is a little question there. But I also think that is due to being young and being exuberant and just switching off, as opposed to, oh no, he has a bit of a tendency. I mean, if we were to get Upamecano, I mean, people talk about legit, whatever his name is, from Juventus, and they say that he's the best defensive prospect in the world. I'm going to say something now controversial. I think Upamecano is. I always have done. I think Upamecano is. People will point to Canute. Not for me. I think Upamecano is. He's the best defensive prospect out there. I know people typically rate him as number 2, but if you ask me, bear in mind that they both are supposedly being quoted for the same type of price. So I have 70 million. The legit, what the fuck is his name? the licked move didn't happen. He didn't move to Juventus. Who would I buy? Honestly, it'd be Upamecano. That's how much I rate him. That's how good I think he could be and is. And the idea that we could have 2 highly rated French young centre backs who are both tipped to have massive futures. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. All right. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. If this Upamecano move doesn't happen, and J Rob, I'm going to holler at you in a second. I see you. If this Upamecano move doesn't happen, and instead we end up moving for Regani, I'll still be happy because I think Regani is still better than any defender we currently have. And I think he'll be well suited to the Premier League. And that's why I've always quietly rated him. While I know a lot of you guys are mentioning my man from Roma, this guy was the one that I wanted, the Regani guy. So for me, I just want a defender, and ultimately, it just boils down to the fact that I just want a defender in. I'll be real here. A good, capable defender. I ain't even trying to be flashy about it. Just someone who could be decent. But bottom line. But all right.
Here's the current news.
Fucking hell. My Hey Google just decided it wanted to wake up. It's woken up again. Right, J Rob, big shout out to you. Thank you for the $2 donation. Appreciate it, my man. I ain't seen you in a bit, so appreciate it, my man. What the fuck, or why the fuck, or I'm guessing that meant to be why the fuck has the Deadwood not been sorted out, for crying out loud? We're not particularly good at selling people. You may have noticed this. We sold an international goalkeeper for $3 million. Meanwhile, Liverpool sold some keeper I ain't even heard of for $15 million. We ain't good at selling people. You may have noticed this. J Rob with another donation. Just chilling, taking it all in, mate. All right, brother. Got love for I got love for J Rob still. Delict. I'm fucking around with you guys. I know how to say delict. Rabadam. Hope you beat City again this season. Did we beat them last time? I don't remember beating them last season. I'll be honest. But thank you for the donation, brother. Arsenal should go in for Tierney first. Then we could think about Tar, Kunupe. The reason Monreal and Kolasinac leave us so exposed, we need proper walls. Okay, so Mr. Guna, for the exact reason you just said is the exact reason I would go the other way around. Then you need a centre-back first because you have Kolasinac and Monreal there. Don't get it twisted. I don't think... I mean, in fact, Mr. Guna, maybe you ain't even heard. You know Tierney can't play when he gets in, right? You know he's still injured, right? So your point doesn't make a lot of sense. Whereas if you get your centre-back to play for now, and then you bring in Tierney, rehab him, because he's still going to be out for 8 weeks. You rehab him, and then you start to slowly drop him into the team, and hopefully take snatches that place off Nacho Monreal and Kolasinac. So yeah, that's the reason you buy a centre-back first. Jonathan Tah, people always bang on about Jonathan Tah. I think he's all right. I don't. You a lot overrate him a lot. He's all right. Delict, Upamecano, please. Same. What then? Delict, Fats chick. Yeah, I rate Upamecano more than Delict. 100%, Chelsea. I do. I've always said that. I think Delict has better PR game, and I think people gravitate towards him. But I think he's tall. He's got good presence to him. But I think Upamecano looks more combative to me. He looks more tailor-made for the Premier League to me. So if you said to me, who would I buy? Here's 70 million. You got an option of Delict or Upamecano. I'd pick Upamecano. But that's because I highly rate Upamecano. These pronunciations are worse than Ronnie's. I'm fucking with you guys. Just literally to get laughs. It's literally to get laughs. You hear me saying delict fine. I am fucking with you guys. Come on. Delict. It's real easy. Is this legit news, chick? This is the question, Mal. I 2 weeks ago, I would have said, hell no. But since it's Pepe news, who knows? Honestly, who knows? King James, 2 highly rated flops. Oh, he does not agree. He thinks they're both shit. Fair enough. Everyone is entitled to their opinion here. Everyone is entitled. I think you're wrong, but everyone's entitled to. I like it because don't think I ain't screenshotting some of these things. And one of you guys, you chat room people need to be held accountable sometimes. So when you talk that shit, when you talk that talk, I'll come back and rub it in your face. Archie knows this already. See, Archie, shout out to Archie because I don't think he's in the chat room at the moment. Archie, one time, I was in Colin's chat and he was telling me that, we're gonna get my man Allegri. He's coming in tomorrow. You watch. I'm like, all right, let's see, because I know it ain't gonna happen. But as you seem so convinced, all right, no problem. What happened 2 days later? He didn't come in. So I came looking for Charlie. Come like bailiff. So you best believe I'll come like bailiff as soon as both of those players work out, King James. And I'll be like, what we saying, bro? What you saying, bro? What you saying? Chelsea. That's what I said. I think concentration-wise, sometimes he does make mistakes, but I think there is much more of an upside to him than Delict, in my opinion. I've always thought that. Oh, my boy Kenzo's in the house. I see you, brother. One of my actual, genuine, personal friends is in the house. So big up, Kenny. I see you, brother. Can't believe you're in the chat with your real name and shit. Big up to you, bro. I'm a Man United fan as well, so please don't give him too much abuse. You are allowed to give him a little bit of abuse for supporting such a shit team. We should try for Canute. I think there's even less chance of Canute, to be honest. Manalas over Regani, no chance. No chance. I think Regani's better every day. Don't forget Holding. He was outstanding before he got injured. 100%. Why not have 3, though? Why not have 3? Cahill just went to Palace. Good. We shouldn't be getting more Chelsea rejects. Chelsea, I don't know if that one's to me or to someone else. Jay Smalls. Upamecano is good and promising. I don't think he's ready to come in now and fix this defense. I think he'll be amazing. Let me read out Kenny's fucking. Thank you, Kenny. I appreciate it. The compliments, bruh. Thank you, my dog. Evening, Chig. VP's in the house. Big up. Guys, 191 of you and 76 likes. What going here? Come on now. You guys can do a lot better than that. A lot better than that. Come on. Crash that like button. Send it through 100 at least and I'll stop bitching. If you do that, I'll stop bitching. So I literally need 11 more from now. I know you guys can give me 11 more. Um, Sign anyone you want, but let's be real. Top 6 place for you Gooners. Sing. Kenny, where did United finish again, bro? Where did United finish again, bro? Thank you, Wilson. I appreciate it, brother. Lucian D. Chig had a haircut for when we signed him as a scout on deadline day. You know what I'm saying, bro? Got to look for my best when I travel up to London, Coley. It's only up the road. Evening, Gary. Hope you're good, man. Khaled, hey Chig, fuck Tierney. Let's go for Dayot Upamecano. I'm with it, bro. I'm with it. People are sleeping on him like he ain't gonna make a big difference to this team. The transfer market is a mess, all thanks to Neymar. Maguire's overpriced. Typical English players overpriced. Let me ask some of these people who don't rate Upamecano that much a question. Who would you rather? Would you rather Arsenal pay 70 million for Upamecano or 80 million for Harry Maguire? I was nearly going to call it Frank Maguire. Harry Maguire. January, get a left back. I've got a feeling that this Tierney ship will sail unless we get him now. But I can see the logic of that, Gary. I can see the logic of that. Y'all realize that Emre wants to play at the back, and these aren't happening. Ball defenders. Upamecano is a ball-playing defender. We should be talking about the same guy. He's a ball-playing defender. So I'm not sure what you mean there, Chelsea. Why does Xhaka offer the team? Why was he made captain? Mate, we've got 5 captains. 4 of them are awful. So you tell me what's going on there. I don't know what's going on. Our captain situation for years has been a joke. For years. Jonathan Tah is better than Osvaldo, so he's got to be good. You reckon? Don't get it twisted. I'd have him. Please don't get me wrong. I'd have him. I don't necessarily think he's better than Tah, though. Better than Toby, though. Great content. Thank you, Kenny. Shouldn't we or should we go for Connor Cody or Wilfred or Willie Bolly? We should have at the start of the window. I think there was sorry, I just seen something from another friend of mine. I'll come back to that in a second. This dickhead has put me off. Right. Yeah, I think we should have at the start of the window, but I think there would have been more chance of us letting him go, of Wolves letting him go at the start of the window. This close to the window, if you're a Premier League player, why would Wolves let him go now? Even if you offered them all the money in the world, just destabilizes them for no reason. And Wolves are building a nice little outfit there. So, anyway, let's talk about this dickhead in the chat room. This Gallus General. Mods, don't do anything with him. This is another personal friend of mine. But what you will find is this is a personal friend of mine that likes to just run insults. So try not to ban him. His family. Just ignore him for the time being. I'll deal with his punk ass. She ain't smoking shit, motherfucker. But I like your channel. He sold it. Chig had his haircut for deadline day. Yep, I'm gonna get the yellow tie too. I agree. Medley over Mustafi. Defa Medley. But Arsenal are just straight up not gonna finish in the top 6. Are United though, Kenny? That's what I want to know. Are United? That's all I gotta know. Allegri is confirmed. The plug told you. The plug tells people a lot of things. Man said, "Come like bailiff." Don't see the. I'd have liked Maguire. Fuck you, man. F Kenzo. I agree, chick. Ignore me. Yeah, Kenzo, and sorry, Kenny and Gallus. Just ignore them in the chat. They're my people, legitimately my people. The family, just ignore what they're doing. Maguire, he's done it in the World Cup. He's no dead food defender. I think he's a good defender. I don't think he's as good as you guys make out, though. It's like what? So you lot rate Maguire, but you don't rate Upamecano? That sounds mad to me. Delict is not better. He has mistakes as well. Exactly. There you go. Ramadan United is heading for a solid 8th place. One time. Kenny, did you hear that? 8th. Not even 7th. 8th. And that's from a Liverpool fan right there. I'll keep bitching. I'm a real person. That's why. Real talk. I hope you guys do play better football this year. No, you don't, Kenny. You hate us just like we hate you. I agree with Lee. Maguire's head is bigger than United's future. Well, as someone with a fellow big head, I would agree. I would agree. Koulibaly or Upamecano? Well, you guys know I like Koulibaly, so it's definitely me. All right. Almost, there's 200 people watching. Thank you so much for that. Please, please, please do crush that like button. Hit the subscribe button. And yeah, this is what you're going to get. You get plenty of content from me. Just to give you guys an update before I start to hit the hay, and I am going to hit the hay in about 15 minutes. Thank you, Wilson. I'm a legend, you know. Thank you. Just to give you an idea of what this week is going to look like. So tomorrow I'll be back for another show of this. I still owe you guys a massive chopping block session, as I know Evan is going to tell me very, very soon. I'm going to do a little chopping block special tomorrow. Record that. That'll be pre-recorded. On Wednesday, provided I've got the software in place, me and Lee are going to do a combined show on this channel where we're essentially, it's going to be a pre-season preview where we break down our team's chances. We're going to do a Premier League prediction. So we're going to predict 20 through to 6. We're going to leave the top 6 out for the time being, but we're going to do a little Premier League prediction. The idea being that after Thursday, when the transfer window shuts, one of my shows on Thursday will be about who I think will finish in the top 6. So, yes, do keep an eye out on that. Should be a fun show. It's been a while since me and Lee have done a little combined thing, so do keep an eye out on that. Also, I'll be doing a number of shows throughout the week. And then on Sunday, look out for me and Lee's watch along, where me and Lee will break down the Newcastle game as we watch it. So make sure you do keep an eye out on that as well. Nice trim. Thank you, brother. Need a shave, though. If I had a shave, it'd be nice and fresh. Ching, my man, please, is this Upamecano thing true? Demore, I hope so, man. I hope so, bro. That's all I can say. I hope so. AFC top 3 with 2 defenders. But Avon, let me ask you this. If those 2 defenders are Tierney and Upamecano, or Tierney and Regani, are you still happy? AFC will be top 4 for now. Nah, see, for now, for me, as things stand, we're finishing 5th again. as things stand. We need to get that defender in. We have to. Chig, Forest Open talks for Jenkinson. Oh shit, is it? Jenkinson couldn't make it right one more time. Tell you, my man needed a statue if he was going to avoid it again. Let me look at that. Let me look into that because that one surprised me. Let me look into that. Hold on, 2 seconds. Hold on, my phone's blowing up and going nuts. One sec. No way, you guys. Big Jenko finally about to leave. I'm going through my sources. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm not to say exactly the most riveting of ways to do it, but I was caught with my pants down on this one. No way. No, I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing. Show me the link. Also need to get the Upamecano deal done. Maguire is a prime Gary Cahill level defender. Pay the 70 million. We have money. If we're lucky, we'll finish 8th. Jenko's a legend. Chig, you are selling a dream, mate. It ain't true. First of all, Gallus, don't ever say mate. It don't suit you. It don't suit you. I can't even picture you saying the word mate. All right? Don't do that. Dickhead, don't do that. Don't try to think it. Oh, shit. I can't believe Reds and Kenny in the house. Nice trim makes a change. Listen, I always have a nice trim. Oh, and Reds. This is in Cardiff as well. Chig, finally, the chopping block. It's coming, Evan. It's coming. I promise. It's coming. I will not let you down. It's coming. Robbie's brother. You know what? Just for telling such a dumbass joke. Hold on 1 second. Let me put your punk ass on timeout. Wait, look at that. Oh, if you're going to come on an insult, come with a better one. 6'6" defender from Olympiacos. Liam, honestly, that's the one I want. He's not a crazy amount of money. He's a big unit. Decent age, 23 years old. I'd be about that life. Plays in Greece. You know, Greece make their defenders strong. I'd be about that life. Chig, a list of defenders that are better than Upamecano. Don't get me wrong. There are defenders that are right now better than Upamecano. I'm talking about Upamecano, in my opinion, is the best prospect. But don't get it twisted. They are better defenders than Upamecano. I've made a video series literally about defenders that I would have signed for Arsenal at the start of the window. I've already done this video series, and I think all of those guys are better than Upamecano now. So yeah, go check that one out. Chig is on fire this evening. I tried, bro. 9 minutes though, and I'm out. No way, Cardiff too. Yeah, bro. It's the second trim I've got in Cardiff still. There's one shop. I'll tell you about it when I next see you. But yeah, there's one shop. There's one specific shop that they do black folks' hair. When they trim it nice, and they put this. Although the only thing I say, they put this weird. You know what? You know Dax, and you know Dax is supposed to be green, isn't it? They put this yellow thing on it though. And the only thing I'm a bit funny like is that some off Dax. But other than that, no, yeah, I like it. Dominic Singh, sell Uber, get Dybala. No thanks. Just because I don't think Dybala would suit the league. Yo, what's up, my guy? What up, brother? Monk, yo, four. I dread to think what those messages are, the ones he keeps retracting. I went to a mosque to pray, Chig. Live stream is on. I rate this guy. Love from Bradford. Thank you, Mr. Goon. I appreciate it, brother. Bradford, you know. Does this Upamecano dude go at people carrying swords? He may as well do. He's a big unit, and you wouldn't want him charging at you. Let's put it that way. He loves country music. That's the only reason I rate him. All right, 7 minutes, guys, and I'm out of here. Oh, Miss Mortimer, you charmer, you. Thank you, my dear. I see you. I'm still waiting the next time you pass through Crouch End. I'll holler at you. You don't want to know. Do you know what I mean, bro? I don't want to know what it is. As long as it don't smell like dead carcass, put it on their hair. It's cool, bro. It's cool. Put it on their hair. But I will say this: worried about that hairline keeps coming back. Keeps coming back. One day, I'll hold you to that. I'll hold you to that. I got to holler at you and see if your troubles are past at work. I'll holler at you on Twitter. Avon Teddington, AFC stuff. 5 million. Forest, Arsenal in talk to right back Carl Jacobson over a move before a deadline day. Good. But we need to be using it. Let's use it. No problem. Let's use it though. Let me check because AFC stuff. I don't tend to use him too tough because he has been unreliable in the past. But let me quickly check that out. See where that story's come from. Yes, in the last 7 minutes, Nottingham Forest are in talks with right back Carl Jenkinson over a move set to be worth in the £5 million region. Wow. And that's in the Guardian paper. So I'm guessing I'll know more about that story this time tomorrow. Yeah, Don Juan. Yeah, I literally just seen the story, bro. Mkhitaryan looks deflated. I have a feeling he's going to be sold. We need to sell him, man. I just don't see us selling all these people before Thursday and still bringing in the two players that we, at least two players that we need. Chig, seems if we splash class on Upamecano and didn't go for Zaha. Khaled, if we go for Upamecano and actually get him, it will show that the Zaha thing was a smokescreen all along and they just didn't rate him in the same way I didn't rate him. Listen, don't get it twisted, people. I think Zaha on his day is a very good player, but he's a diva. And we saw what happened when he went to a big club and failed to perform. Yes, he was a lot younger than he is now. But no thanks. I think Pepe is a much better player. Much better. Take him. Real talk. Peace out, A-Town down. Oh, you're off again. I knew you'd get bored eventually. I'll WhatsApp you later, bro. Peace. All right, 4 more minutes. 4 more minutes, I'm out of here. Apart from Jacobson, nothing else is happening in this window. Gallus, you don't even... So right, so you guys, let me Rago, as he's in the chat room, let me talk about my boy Reds right here, aka Gallus General in the chat, right? This guy today still doesn't think that Arsenal have Pepe. He's like, I don't believe it until they played at least 4 games. You don't believe it. I heard some of you guys saying I don't believe it until they wear the Arsenal shirt. My man don't believe it until they play 4 games minimum. So he still thinks this Pepe thing is a myth. So even if they got them on transfer deadline day, you'd be like, nah, it never happened still. I bet Jago hides in the toilet during the transfer windows. Do you know what I mean? Who do you feel Arsenal will sign on deadline day? I do got this horrible feeling we ain't going to get anyone. I must admit. I tweeted that earlier today, and that was before the Upamecano thing happened. I still have this horrible feeling that we ain't going to get anyone. Akor Manguna. Shig, I love your content, man. 2 quality. Thank you, my dog. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. All right, 2 more minutes and I'm out. 2 more minutes, guys. 4 games. Oh, you're saying peace out to Jenkinson. Oh, okay. No one a deadline day. 2 more minutes. All right, guys. So you know the future shows I'm doing. I'll be back tomorrow with the same sort of show again. Please do. I don't know about this. Don't start this hashtag 15 more minutes. No. I'm out of here, bro. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. But thank you. Thank you. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think we'd buy anyone. I don't. I'm starting to think in that direction as well. I said at the very start that I think Chambers coming back would force Emre to say, "All right, let me roll with this as the defense." I think the only thing that may force Emre's hand is if Koscielny kicks up a big fuss between now and Thursday. And apparently Emre's already gone begging to him, talking about how let's wave the white flag, let's start again. And Koscielny's told him to get lost. If you see how much this Koscielny thing pisses me off more than the Mustafi thing. Because at least with Mustafi, I've accepted he's just shit. I don't think he's doing it on purpose. He's just shit. And I can forgive someone who's just shit over someone who's doing what Koscielny's doing. So I think if he kicks the hornet's nest even more than he has already, then I think there's a big chance that we could buy a defender. But I think that's the only way we buy a defender. So yeah, it's 9:30 now, so I am going to bounce. Hold on 1 second, 2 secs. At Archie, as Chig, because he's smoking to think we're going to get more players. Bro, I just said we ain't going to get players. What are you talking about? We won't buy Cahill now. Ask Chig. Evening VP. All right, cool. You guys are winding down. All right. I'm out of here, people. Thank you so much for pretty much almost 200 people that are watching me live at once. If you guys who do watch this in the playback, please do continue to crush the like button. Please do continue to hit the subscribe button. That's the only way this platform will grow. I am edging so close to 5,300 people now. Thank you so much to everyone that has subscribed from day one and is still enjoying my big ass moaning and bitching on. It's the new season. We're about to kick into new gears. I got some big plans coming very, very soon. So keep it locked and continue to watch this channel grow because it's going to be fun. All right, I'm out of here. Take care. Deuces.